So Geraldo Rivera went on Fox and Friends a few days ago to discuss what's going on in the Middle East. Let's take a look and we'll discuss.
Think that when the de-escalation at the embassy happened a couple of days ago, that was the end of this chapter. The United States, with its firmness, had won the victory. It wasn't going to be Benghazi. It wasn't going to be, Tehran from 1980. We won that technical victory. Now we have taken this huge military escalation. Now I fear the worst. You're going to see the U.S. markets go crazy today. You're going to see the price of oil spiking today. This is a very, very big deal.
And I don't know if you heard, but this isn't about his resume of blood and death.
I think that's what Brian Kilmeade, parodying lies that he got from Trump and the U.S. State Department that have already been proven to be false. We now know that Soleimani was in Iraq negotiating, trying to ease tensions between Iran and Saudi Arabia, something that's super important, something actually Trump encouraged the Iraqi prime minister to help facilitate, so Trump actually knew that Soleimani was there under that purpose, as well as that the NSA has been intercepting communications between the Iranian government, so they would have known if Soleimani was planning any type of attack. He wasn't. This has been proved to be a false talking point that Kilmeade is parodying right now. Yeah, play.
It is about what was next. We stopped the next attack. That's what I think you're missing.
According to the Secretary of State.
And we should allow the next attack.
By what credible source
Okay.
can you predict what the next Iranian move
The
would
Secretary
be?
of State and American intelligence provided that material.
Yeah, they've been excellent. They've been excellent. The U.S. Intelligence has been excellent since 2003.
Nice, bringing it back to the Iraq War and the lies that were used to justify that war back in 2003. Nice point there, Geraldo.
When we invaded Iraq, disrupted the entire region for no real reason. Don't for a minute start cheering this on. What you have done, what we have done, we have unleashed.
I will cheer.
Of course, the people on Fox, the hosts on Fox, will cheer on, any war that the U.S. even thinks about getting in, because it supports their worldview that the U.S. is always the good guy in these conflicts. We can do no wrong. War is good for everybody. It's going to enrich the military-industrial complex.
No. We have, all right, well, you like Lindsey Graham, have never met a war you didn't like.
That is not true, and don't even say that.
If President Trump wanted de-escalation...
We should just let him kill us for another 15 years.
If President Trump wanted de-escalation...
Oh, wow. Geraldo really went after Kilmeade there, saying there was never a war he met that he didn't like, and it's honestly probably true. It's like Geraldo should be like, okay, then when's the last war that the U.S. was talking about getting in that you actually didn't support? Or when's the last country the U.S. talked about overthrowing and installing a different government that you didn't support?
To bring our troops home. What this was a reaction.
What about the 700 Americans that are dead? Should they not be happy? Because of him?
What about the tens of thousands of Iraqis who have died since 2003?
Hundreds of thousands,
you have to start seeing things. What the hell are we doing in Baghdad in the first place?
So
why are we there?
That's awesome. Like Geraldo just like, oh, what about the Americans that Soleimani killed? And Geraldo's like, what about the hundreds of thousands of Iraqis that the U.S. has killed from our needless war and occupation of that country?
Why aren't these forces
blaming
off?
President Bush for the maniacal?
I am blaming
killing
President
of
Bush.
Saddam
I am
Hussein?
blaming President Bush in 2003 for those fake weapons of mass destruction.
That's pretty ballsy in a way, going on Fox News and criticizing former president, George Bush for, he's a war criminal. He should have been tried at The Hague for crimes against humanity and lying the U.S. into that illegal war, for sure. Geraldo, nice job.
That never existed, and the con job that drove us into that war.
Geraldo, I think there's a disagreement here at the desk on all of that.
how is there, how is there a disagreement on the desk about all that? That just those are undisputed facts. What Geraldo was saying with regards to George W. Bush, and Geraldo was proven right with the justification that the other hosts were on Fox and Friends were trying to pair it with regards to the Soleimani assassination. So they're, obviously pretty much to get on Fox News, you got to be a conservative, Republican, a hack who's willing to, toe the party line, to not question it at all in order to get into that position, because they're not going to hire somebody who's going to take a critical view, a critical lens to these global affairs or domestic issues. They want somebody that's just going to go along and toe the party, toe the Fox News line that, as I said, American exceptionalism, the U.S. can never be wrong. All military actions or aggressions that the U.S. takes are inherently good. Everybody else in the world, if they did the same thing, then it's bad, but it's the U.S., so we can do whatever we want. Good job, Geraldo. Nice.